Hey everyone, it's Jeannie here, and today I am joined by my amazing friend, actress, filmmaker, director, author, and founder of The Woman in My World, Sherry Rigby, and somebody so special who's just partnered with her, Tali Taub, CEO of Holy Gems. And we're here to talk about a documentary, Sherry, that you and Tali did together, or at least you explore what Tali's doing in the incredible, we were just talking about off screen, Holy Land, Israel. So talk to us about the documentary and just kind of how this all came about.
Well, I received a call from a good friend, Matthew Faraci, and he said, hey, there's somebody that you need to meet. And he started sharing about Holy Gems and about Tali. And we just had this incredible conversation. And I started to share with him the prophecies that I've had over my life. And so I started to share with him that people had sent me prophecies about me picking up precious gems along the side of the road. And so when he was sharing about Tali and the family and the Holy Gems, it all just started to come together. And so before I knew it, Tali brought me over to Israel, and I got to experience something. I think I had something in my mind. It was going to be one way, and then I actually got to see Bible prophecy come to life for me that I never imagined that I was going to ever experience. And it's just been profound. So I think Tali and her family's story is just, it's incredible, and I think it's the first time people are literally going to be able to go, this prophecy about literally lining the foundations of Israel with precious gems. That's truth. God's actually done it. So yeah, the story is incredible. So
I'd love to hear more about your story and the background. I know your father started this, and now it's something that you've carried on. Can you tell us about Holy Gems?
Sure. Well, Sherry started saying that precious gems in the Holy Land, I mean, the existence of precious gems in the Holy Land is written in the Bible for like thousands of years ago, but no one ever tried to find them, tried or succeed. And my father heard that the Lubavitcher Rebbe, which I don't know if you know him, but he was a very, very grand, big Jewish leader, spiritual leader. He said that those gems that the Bible is talking about are located, he gave like a specific pinpoint.
So he kind of prophetically said that? Wow.
And he said that those gems are concealed in the north of Israel. In the area of the Carmel Mountain and the Zebulun Valley. There's specific areas. And my father heard that this is what the Rebbe said. And my father was a very, very strong believer and a follower of the Rebbe. And he said, well, if the Rebbe said it, so it's probably true. Wow. And then it was against all odds, because when he started this project, everybody told him that he was crazy, that it's not going to happen, that it's not possible, geologically, naturally, whatever, not possible to find gems in Israel. And people actually laughed at him, you know. He was a very respectable businessman and jeweler and diamond trader, and they said, what are you doing? I mean, it's insane. And he said, well, I have my faith and I believe, and if the Rebbe said it, it's there, and it, you know, it's backed by the Bible, scriptures, you know, it's there. And 20 years later, 20 years, it took 20 years, but we got the certificate of discovery, it's called in the professional way. It means that we found the first deposit of precious gems in Israel.
How did he not give up?
Faith. Total faith, you know, persistence, believing. It was very hard. It cost a lot of money, a lot of regulation, a lot of skepticism. Very, very hard journey. I don't think I would have been able to go through it. He had very strong character, but unfortunately, well, when we got this approval from the state that we found this deposit, it was 3 months after he passed away, very suddenly.
So he passed 3 months after the approval?
Before.
Oh.
3 months after his passing, we got this approval. And it was, happy and sad together. But
it was also like what my father spent the last 20 years doing. God materialized, or Hashem, as you guys would say. Yes. Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
And we, his children, I was appointed by the shareholders as a CEO. And my brothers and sisters are also working with me, and we are taking it to the next level now that we got the certificate, so we can finally, share with the world and sell those gems to the world. And so we established Holy Gems, which is like a jewelry brand, with the aim of being able to give the end customer a certificate of origin, which is something very rare in itself in the luxury world.
Wow, yeah. So these gems that you guys are discovering, I know the caramel sapphire, it's only been found there in Israel.
Yeah, so we have the gems that that you recognize, which is like regular sapphires, blue, green, yellow.
Also found there?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so amazing.
Yeah, it is. And the red garnets and black spinels. These are all gems that you can find from other places, but with us it's originated from the Holy Land. And the amazing gem, the unique gem that we have only in Israel is the caramel sapphire, which is what I'm wearing. And Sherry's also. And this is a gem that in itself is very unique, because when we found it, we sent it to researchers that we didn't know what it was, and they told us that this is a new mineral, a new gem. And in 2018, we got.
So it could have just been materialized. Your father's faith, seriously, it was like, I don't know. I believe in miracles,
They said that for this gem to be formed in the depth of the conditions that had to be in the depth of the land, for this gem to be formed, doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. It's like, beside the fact that we found gems, precious gems, which is like a tangible proof to the Bible prophecies, we also have this gem that means like a natural proof that this land is special.
Yes.
Because the natural conditions of the land are different, special, unique than the whole world.
Yes. And just visiting there, I felt that. I just knew. It was different. I just knew. I understood why it's called the Holy Land. I understood.
Something in the atmosphere.
It was, yes. You cannot even really tangibly explain it. You have to kind of really be there. This last thing, Sherry, what do you think this means even prophetically for the timeline that we're in the world?
It's so exciting. It's so exciting because I think that, we've talked about this, but, when you think about the precious gems talked about in the Bible, how many of us really probably we think about the Israel, Isaiah 54 and, I'll lay the foundations with sapphires and throughout the Bible from Genesis to Revelation for us that, talking about these precious gemstones, heaven, right? And I think there's this moment you go, is this a spiritual, like, what is this? Like, we don't know all of what we don't know, right? But to see what God has done and to see that he has literally laid the foundations in Israel with sapphires that only can be found.
That is glorious.
In and on Mount Carmel. And then if you start to study the valleys of what lays beyond that, you start to realize that for such a time as this, that God is doing something so big. It's going to be exciting to see all of what starts to be
Revealed. Unveiled. Yes.
Yeah. And it's really, really spectacular to think about it. And so I think it's for such a time as this. And it's just a beautiful piece that people are going to go, wow, he really, truly laid the foundations of his land, his chosen land, his chosen people. Like, he laid the foundations with precious gems. Wow.
I was just even saying this to our camera guy, Joe. I said, Israel, being in Israel helped me really see the scriptures for real.
Yes,
like they were,
for real.
It wasn't first century language. It wasn't, I saw the scriptures materialize. And then here we're talking about these gems in Israel that is painting the pictures of what we read in the scriptures. It's beautiful. Ladies, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing it with the world as well, so we can all be encouraged and stirred up. And I can't wait. I gotta go see some real sapphires. Caramel
You need to go hold them in your hands.
Yes, that's what I
just
need.
enjoy this beauty that God's created. So
Yes, thank you so much.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.